So, I need more mental capacity. I am not able to be as productive as I would like to be. There's just too much going on in there. I just want to try and make some more room. So I'm gonna go through my phone. So this is gonna be like a mind dump onto the universe. And yeah, that's just how the universe works. There is no original thought. It's all comes from the same pool of ideas of connected consciousness, or the subconscious interactions within society and the internet and blah blah blah. Everything is connected, man. Shit. Let's just start at the top. I had to take drugs and alcohol to lower my intellect so that I could have a good time without realizing what is actually going on in the world, because it's too hard to have fun and pay attention to everything. Natural system is know a little to achieve a lot. Human system is know a lot to achieve a little. And the natural human system is know a little about a lot to achieve more. Make my life easier. Here we go, old man. If a child is too young to be reasoned with, they won't understand why you're hitting them. If they are old enough to understand, then you can reason with them. Alcohol equals short-term intense happiness, but long-term depression and sadness. No alcohol equals short moments of intense unhappiness and depression with longer moments of happiness. The result is the illusion that you are happier with alcohol because the mind keeps track of intense moments better than long-term effects that become the norm. AI created with lack of holistic view worries us the most, but it is how it is being created right now. Dun, 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 dun. End of the world. Being the best is too far to reach, but being better you can do day after day, minute after minute, second after second. Weakness versus strength. What we used to see as weakness, we now know takes great strength and willpower, e.g. to turn the other cheek, to take the higher road, to bear witness, to love, to forgive, and to stand alone or look inward. The act of praying is just reflecting. This was used by manipulators within religion, and why religious leaders had the most trusted advice in the distant past. We are capable of this ourselves now. That is why they are afraid. No, that is what they are afraid of, and why they keep manipulating instead of leading. I think that they is the religious oligarchy. I don't know if that's a word. Religious leaders. It used to be that the victor got to rewrite history. Now everyone is able to, so war is useless. We are all victorious with one more thing in common. The gene pool of racists and bigots gets smaller and smaller. The smartest rise to the surface and leave. The most intelligent stay to lead. Take a look at them now. That's the best they've got. Gives a bit of hope. The problem is often part of the solution. When you notice a problem, instead of looking for an opposite solution, ask yourself, what is missing that makes it a problem. When someone tells you to smile, oh, I fucking hate that. When someone tells you to smile, just say make me. I always thought I was creative, but I was just looking for more ways to distract myself. Was there vegetarians or vegans when everyone was cannibals? Or were they the ones everyone was eating? How weird must it have been to be the first person to say no to eating other people? Everyone would have thought you were crazy. I'm just going to read this and then maybe I need to clear it up. Door button turns into panic within 2 seconds on the train when it does not work. People forget all social norms and just go me, and push everyone out of the way. This is great people watching. They push the button, nothing happens. They push the button, nothing happens. Then they push the button a million times and realize nothing happens, looks in every direction, push people out of the way, run to the other open door and then step out on the platform before going, whoa, what just happened? Fix themselves and go on their merry way without looking backwards. Don't look backwards, don't look backwards, don't look at the people you just pushed. If you want to know how disconnected I feel within society, just walk slowly in the city, like really slowly, and then you'll get an idea. Become an alien for an hour. You sit down or stand somewhere in public. You imagine that when you open your eyes, that you are a consciousness of an alien race that has been beamed into your current form, and you have to learn how to move, act, and not be noticed by looking at everything around you. And it's pretty interesting to try and figure out how to be a person with no knowledge of how to be a person. That's an interesting concept and fun to do. It's good for the train. Be the change. Okay, be the change you want to be in the world. We've all heard this, but what if you can't be the change you want to be? Just be the change that you can be. Because nothing will make you feel more like a failure than not being able to be the change that you want to see in the world. Like, yeah, I can't be the change I want to see in the world. Drugs. Would I have made it this far without them? And would I be in this state if I didn't use them? We will never know. If you can't be organized, then be prepared. That's fucking great advice. Seeing everything, because when you stare at something, it can change. Motorcycle eyes. This is good for schizophrenics and when you might be you might be affected by something. Don't stare at stuff. It changes a lot, and that kind of weirds you out. But if you keep your eyes tracking and moving, like when you ride motorcycles a lot, you always scanning, seeing everything. Normal people are the ones pretending to be themselves all the time. Interesting people are the ones trying to be themselves in their personal time. And crazy people are the ones openly trying to be themselves all the time. Paranoia lives in not knowing the details. Don't fall in the trap of not looking deeper. Slowing down for anxiety and paranoia. They operate at speed, so just slow down and let them pass. When you start getting anxious and paranoid, your heart rate increases, your mind starts racing, and you start thinking you need to keep up with your heart and your mind, and stuff can get out of hand. So if you just take a deep breath, step back and slow down, it'll just pass you by and disappear off somewhere else. Everyone has anxiety, yes, but it's a scale. It's not like a fixed state. Like if you're saying like, oh, I've got anxiety, and then someone says like, oh yeah, I get anxiety too. It doesn't mean the same thing. It just, yes, you both have anxiety, but there's like it's a scale, man. It's like autism. If in doubt, loudly laugh it out. Laughing is disarming, frightening, and better than crying or fighting. We're at the end. That's the mind stuff out of there. Feels pretty good, I have to say. Yeah, needed to do that because I'm trying to start another project. And I need the mental capacity. Anything else I want to say? Contacted a friend to go for a walk, actually, and they were like, no, I'm really in a bad mood and I'm really angry, so I won't be good company. And I was like, yeah, perfect, then let's go for a walk. And they were like, no, the sun's an asshole. And I was like, yes, the sun is an asshole, but you know, it's sunshine. Children are very nice. Okay, give me 10 minutes. Went for a walk. Lovely, very nice. Could talk about it. Easy, not a problem at all. Other people's problems are totally not my problem. Cool. They realized what kind of anger they're experiencing and like where it's stemming from. Okay, cool, that makes sense. Now they're fine, they're happy. They went back home to do some gardening, and I come here to do this production stuff. So like everybody wins. So thank you. You know who you are, even though you probably don't watch. That was another thing, actually. I had an interesting person or people interaction where catching up with one of my friends who I get along with pretty well, I have to say, and they having general conversation, and they turn to me and they say, are you still doing the video posting? Which I thought was like a random question because it's public, you could just click and see. And then they said, because, yeah, our other mutual friend, he was asking if you were still doing it. Now, that's fine. I don't expect people to watch this. But keep in mind, these are also the people that encourage me the most to do this. And they're even asking, like, third party down the line of if I'm doing it. Does that make sense? I mean, I love these guys. Really. But it's like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, people. I'm still manic. Obviously. Yeah. But hey, the sun is shining. You just got to end it, man. End it. Do. It's over.